Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Y'all heard that 42 Doug just got locked up in the first RICO case charge, man. So it looks like he got snitched on by 6ix9ine and got caught up when he went back to Detroit. He has so much stuff on him, man. They had no choice but to lock him up, man. So look, it just goes to show y'all got to keep your eyes open. That we've been telling you this whole time. It's a RICO charge coming. RICO case, Moneybag Yo Gotti, but it all started with 42 Doug because he just signed with CMG. Y'all gotta understand that CMG signed, like Yo Gotti is the owner of CMG, and he signed 42 Doug, who just got locked up. That's literally proof that a member of CMG just got locked up, and this could be the beginning of a RICO. You never know. He has to go through all the stuff first. He has to go through the probation violation, everything. But you got to understand that this whole entire time that 42 Doug's been doing music, that he signed and everything, he's been secretly on the run. And guess who's been helping him while he's on the run? Yo Gotti. And how did he help him? Because Yo Gotti signed him and gave him more money and more money to be able to drive away and not turn himself in. He was on the run for so long, and Yo Gotti didn't care. He looked up the records and was like, I don't care. I'll rather help the person, be out, even though he did, very crazy things and stuff like that. But y'all gotta understand that he wanted him. He didn't care that had all these crimes and stuff. He's like, no, CMG is known to help street criminals, basically. So the fact that happened is some crazy stuff, and y'all gotta realize that 42 Doug is connected to this whole thing. And the money, you gotta trace the money back to this whole situation, man. So y'all gotta realize that it's somebody that 42 Doug, he's snitching now. He just snitched on Blac Youngsta, and the paperwork came out that Blac Youngsta also snitched on everybody. So while we're speaking right now, the whole CMG is in interrogation rooms. They're getting tearing down the lamp at their face. Good people playing good cop, bad cop. And y'all gotta realize, man, it's a setup this whole time, and they're having 42 Doug talk. They're gonna throw life or 25 at 42 Doug if he doesn't give away what Yo Gotti and Moneybag Yo did. And at this very moment, man, they're probably deleting all their text messages to 42 Doug. They're probably getting rid of like all this gifts and evidence and receipts that they had that tie back to 42 Doug on certain dates and events. Because y'all got to realize, man, and 42 Doug doing all these diss songs with Blac Youngsta, man, that's not a good look, especially the fact that he was a wanted person this whole time. So they all literally helping him evade. They all are harboring a fugitive. Like CMG just got caught for harboring a fugitive, so that basically means that they have to have the RICO charge done on them. And this will come to shed more light on the Dolph situation and make sure that we get justice for Dolph. Y'all got to know that this whole thing was a planned setup this whole time at the cookie shop. It's a revolving door, man. And if you don't understand that, but look at it now, like it all begins with the fact that I've been telling you guys for 5-6 months straight that they're going to start taking down all of these rappers. The helicopters are going to come down. They're going to bust through their windows and literally start taking these rappers down one by one. And man, the involvement that this whole situation has from Heavy Camp, Blac Youngsta's side, with 42 Doug, that's CMG, Yo Gotti, the owner, and Moneybag Yo, his Bentley, like every single one of them is tied in on this whole situation. Like they all basically said that, and especially 42 Doug, he said to further his career, further get more money, he was going to sacrifice and do whatever he wanted to do to be able to be in CMG. And one of the things that Yo Gotti asked him to do was to be a part of, hiding and covering up this whole situation. So he played his own part. But man, we telling you right now, people are going to start to tell, the rats are going to start to come out. You can't, 42 Doug is not going to be comfortable with sitting there facing the amount of time that they're about to give him right now. Y'all got to realize that he doesn't want to do all that time, so he has no choice but to sing and to tell. So this is a warning to all CMGs, like that 42 Doug is about to rat all of y'all out because you probably didn't even pay him enough. Yo Gotti didn't pay him enough. Now he's about to rat back on Yo Gotti and tell him that you know, Yo Gotti knew this whole time he was on the run, and he gave him money to continue to stay on the run. He told him not to turn himself in, and he said that it would better help CMG's street reputation if he stayed on the run and actually became more of a wanted person. Like, you know how rappers, when they get locked up or they get shot or something like that, their album sales go through the roof. So the same thing with 42 Doug. They wanted him to sign so he could make a bunch of these songs with all these artists, right? And then once he finally gets busted and locked back up, they're going to get all the bread and all the money off of him making them songs. So it's just like a temporary little situation that they knew the only reason to sign him was just to help him with being on the run for a little bit longer. Y'all got to realize that 42 Doug never brought anything to the table. He's too small to be doing any kind of damage anywhere. You saw what happened when he went to that casino and they literally ragdolled him and like mopped the floor with his head, because the dudes from the West Coast, they knew that 42 Doug is CMG. They're not dumb. They knew that this is their time to literally check somebody from CMG. And because they all ride for Dolph, they literally got Dolphins tatted on them, like they rock with the blue team. So y'all got to realize that from that moment on is when 42 Doug started to tell. He's been telling this whole time. You got to understand that 42 Doug's whole case was from Virginia, West Virginia. And now let me tell you something right here. This is pure facts. The information about where Straight Drop and Shondale Barnett were in Indiana came from Virginia. 42 Doug's case is in Virginia. So 42 Doug literally told on Straight Drop. He was already working with the feds 3-4 months ago from New Year's Day on, ever since he had that trouble when he was out in the West Coast. So y'all got to realize that 42 Doug's been snitching on all these people this entire time. He said he's the one who snitched on Straight Drop and literally distracted everybody with the Straight Drop guy as an alleged suspect. And he's the one who gave the information for them to actually find him. And because of the fact that that trap house where he did that music video, the car being dumped there, them finding all this evidence, they had to get Straight Drop. But that none of that would have happened if it wasn't for 42 Doug telling first. So now you got to realize that whatever he told wasn't enough, and they still came and swept him up out in the streets. So what they're about to have him do is literally rat on Blac Youngsta, Moneybagg Yo's Bentley, where the Bentley was that day, what happened to his baby mama, who killed Newski. Everything is about to come out right now. Who's the guys that ran out the back door, and why was Blac Youngsta there, and why did Yo Gotti, why was he riding with Moneybagg Yo in the Bentley and they went to the airport? All of those questions are about to be answered. And so, man, look, subscribe to this channel, like this video, man. We're going to get all the info from 42 Doug's cellmate. So just keep staying tuned for the next video tomorrow, and make sure you hit that subscribe button.